Would you like to make better use of your iPad for reading sheet music? In this video, I'm going to show you my workflow from purchasing something in my shop to using the download link and save it on my iPad, plus keep it organized using an app called forScore. My name is Anne Crosby Gaudet, and I'm coming to you from the Music Discovery Shop. And on this channel, I highlight piano and harp music that I've composed and arranged from my shop. And occasionally I also do music education videos. So if that's interesting to you, I hope you'll click the subscribe button down below. And that way you'll get notified when I post something new, and it makes it really easy to come back and check out other videos that I've done. So let's get started. Okay, are you ready? So we're going to go to musicdiscoveries.shop, which is my store where I sell harp music and sheet music. And I know there's a piece in there that's free. So I'm going to go to that piece because it's a really good one to practice on. And it's actually the reason that I made it free is so that you can go and practice your workflow as well before you have to take out your visa. So the piece is called Meditation, and it's a harp therapy piece. So I'm just going to go up to the magnifying glass at the top of the page and type in meditation so I can find it quickly. Okay, here it is, and it's listed on sale, free of charge, and I'm going to go ahead and add that to my cart. Great, and I can check out at this point, so I'll click checkout. It still says that it's free, so that's great. Okay, now I have an account in my own shop, which really speeds up the process, so I don't have to type in my address and phone number and all of those things again. So if you have an account, this just clicks through really quick. If you haven't done that yet, then you'll do that extra step. So I can just continue on here to payment method. Don't worry about that, it's still free, I promise. So go to the payment method. And it says, so right here, your order is free, no payment is required. And I'll say, okay, complete that order. And it just takes a moment for this to process, so don't worry if it takes a minute or two. Mine's done already, so that's great. It says my order is confirmed. It's preparing my download, and it could take a minute or two to do that. Oh, look, did you hear that? So that notification will come on your phone, wherever you get your email. It could be on your computer. So that's one place to get your link. But you'll also receive the link right here on the iPad screen as well. There it is. Okay. So it says download now. So I'm going to click that. Hear my phone going? So it's all good. This is all normal. So I'll download now. And on the screen, it says open in forScore. Now, I already have forScore installed on my iPad. If you haven't done that yet, you should go to the App Store and get it. And I'll put the link down below, or just Google it. It's really easy to find. I forget how much it is. You pay a little bit for it, but I promise it's worth it. So I'm going to click open in forScore. And there it is. It's shown up on my screen. This is forScore, and this is the piece. It's saved here. And this is where you could stop. And there's the meditation, and I could sit down and play it. Oops, I could play it at this point. Now, I would recommend that you take one more step to stay organized, because if you keep buying sheet music and just putting it in forScore and stopping there, it's going to be like having a junk drawer. It's going to get messy, and it's going to start getting hard to find things. So I want to show you some ideas for how to organize yourself to make it a lot easier to find your music later. So what you do is you go up to the top of the screen, and it opens up a bar at the top. Click on the title, and this is going to open up a box where you can type in all kinds of metadata that will help you organize your files. So the first thing that you want to do is check and see what the title is. Now, since I know that I put my files in forScore, I always make sure that I just use a simple title, the title of the piece. But not everybody does that. Some people name the file by a number, or they'll say title underscore composer. Change the title to just the true title of your file. So like I have meditation here, I don't need to change a thing. And by the way, to change your file, you just tap on it and we'll put a cursor in, so you can go ahead and type whatever you need to type. Next, we'll go down to composers, and right now it doesn't have a composer. You're going to want to type that in. Many of you buy my sheet music, and I would guess that some of you have multiples of my sheet music. Later, you could go up to the search bar, type in my name, and it will show a complete list of everything that you've purchased. And that's going to help make sure that you don't repurchase things a second time by mistake. So I'm going to go up to composers and type in my name. And since I've put my name in before, it comes down as a suggested composer name. So I'm just going to click on that, and that's done. Perfect. Next is genres. Now, this is where you need to decide how you want to organize your music. So the genre of this piece, I would call this therapeutic. You might also use a Celtic genre. You might have a genre called hymns. It's up to you how you want to do that. So I'm going to type in here, and I'm going to look and see what I've used before. Let's see. So this is I'm going to call this original composition, because that's what it is for me. You might call it something else, like harp therapy. There's a metadata category called tags. Again, you can decide what those tags might be. Maybe you would say that you have tags for small harps, tags for larger harps, whatever you want to do. You have to really think about how you want to organize. Just like when you get a brand new filing cabinet, you need to decide what goes in each drawer and what's going to go in each file. And same with labels. Those are other categories that you can predetermine. The next most important thing that I would recommend putting in is the time. Find out, you can watch one of my videos to find out how long a piece is, or go ahead and play it to find out how long it is. Type in the time, because if you ever need to create a set list, say you've been asked to play in church for 10 minutes, then you can create a set list of pieces and the times will calculate, so you know you've got 10 minutes. Or if you need to play a wedding gig and you know you need to fill up 30 minutes, you can add pieces to your wedding set list and the times will be calculated automatically. So this is a really smart thing to do. I'm just guessing at this one, but let's say that meditation is 2 minutes. I'm going to type that in, and that's now in the metadata. Now, as a harpist, as a lever harpist, I'm thinking about being efficient with my levers all the time. When I'm creating a set list, I try to make sure that I keep my keys together, so I'm not having to change levers so often. So I might put 3 or 4 pieces in the key of C, one after another, and then 3 or 4 pieces in G, one after another. So when I put my key in, even if the piece is really an A minor, I will call it C, because for me, that lets me know that my levers are in a certain position. So that's what I'll do here under key. I'm just simply going to call that C. And then when I go to create a set list, I'll put all of my C pieces together to be as efficient as possible with lever changing. There. That's also handy for me when I'm in harp therapy and I'm using my smaller harp. I have it tuned to C major. So that means I can't play an F major on my therapy harp. So again, when I'm creating a set list, I would avoid anything that's in the key of F major. So that's a really smart category to have as well. Now, the final area that I want you to have a look at is under set lists. So if you look at the final tab, there are a few places you can go. There's layout, which tells you how many pages in your PDF, set list, audio, if you want to import an audio file, MIDI, and libraries. I wouldn't worry about those too much, but back to set lists, this is a really useful category. So again, this is up to you. You have to decide how you want to organize your set lists. So for me, I have a set list for my trio ensemble. I have a set list of just my own pieces if I want to practice my own compositions for some reason. I have a set list for relaxing therapeutic music, and I have a Christmas set list, and on and on. This is personal, and you'll want to create your own. But meditation, I know, is going to fit really nicely into my relaxing therapeutic set list. So I'm going to tap it there, and it also fits in really nicely if I go to the seniors' home and I just want to play some quiet, peaceful music. It would be really nice in that category as well. So you can quickly add new sheet music into previously created set lists, and it adds those for you automatically. Later, you might go into your set list and reorganize, but this at least gets the piece into the list for you. So I hope this gives you some useful tips for getting organized with forScore, and also for seeing how easy that workflow is, getting your music from the shop straight into your iPad and ready to go. It really is a matter of a minute or two, and then you can be sitting down and playing at your harp rather than waiting for a piece of music to arrive in the mail. So on that note, perhaps I will grab my harp, and we'll end with this piece called Meditation. I have a link to the shop down below if you want to get there quickly. And there's also a link that I'll put in the cards to the video of this piece as well. I hope this was helpful for you. I hope you'll come back and join me on future videos. Please remember to click the like button and the subscribe button if any of you have questions about using forScore or moving music from the shop to your iPad. You can just ask those down below in the comments, and I'll get back to you then. Thank you for watching.